All right, welcome back here on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. I'm Nick Sertiv. I'm standing right now. Let me move the chair out the way. It's in the shot. I'm standing right now. All right, so I always stand when we have an interview. Well, 9 times out of 10, I stand. We have a good interview, and we have a woman who's been here before. She's familiar with what we do here, but she's coming back to talk about something important. She actually was busting my chops. It was getting on me.
Yeah, she's taking you to school.
Yeah, I deserve it. I deserve it. I need to do better because I promised her, and I'm still good with that promise. We're in a new year, so that's actually on one of my goals, to do more volunteering. Yeah. So what we're talking about National Mentoring Month. Big Brothers Big Sisters hosting the annual Mentoring Summit, and we have CEO Donna Dunlap here. How are you doing this morning?
Good. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. How are you?
I am okay. I'm good. I'm going to keep my promise now.
I'm a patient woman. Whenever you're ready, I guarantee you there'll be a child waiting that's perfect match for you.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess for somebody like me who is still, I gave you all the excuses, and she did not buy any of those excuses at all. What do you tell somebody like myself that has all the built-in excuses? Right. The intentions are good.
I understand.
But you're like, I'm busy. I got work. I got this. I got that. Life is stressing me out. What do you tell folks?
I just let them know that we ask only meeting with the child twice a month. Mm-hmm. It's usually 1 or 2 hours each time. Mm-hmm. And you can build that into your schedule just like anything else you find important to do. Even the busiest mm-hmm. person can take this on. And we only ask for minimally a year commitment. Mm-hmm. Most matches last up to 3 years. Most connections last even beyond that. So it's not that difficult to build it into your schedule, and you will get as much, if not more, from it than that child will from having some time with you. And you do things that are fun and enjoyable, whether it's something mm-hmm. you decide to do or something that the agency helps make available to you. Sporting events, mm-hmm. plays, different experiences.
So it's really what you can curate it to whatever you want it to be, right?
Right. Every child will have a developmental plan. Mm-hmm. It could be academic, self-confidence. It could be a number of things that they're focused on, and we find different opportunities to help develop them in those spaces. What's
the feedback that you hear from the mentors? I know we focus a lot on the kids, which is important, right. But the mentors, what is the feedback?
I think they're surprised in what they get back from the child, mm-hmm. especially if it's a person that grew up with privilege, mm-hmm. or it may not look like the child in terms of the ethnic background. They learn about what it might mean to live in poverty, or they may mm-hmm. learn what it means to be a person from a different culture, mm-hmm. and they get a lot from it. And you don't have to be a parent to be a mentor. You can just care about wanting to help impact a child's life. And so if you're looking for a volunteer opportunity, mm-hmm. it's not a one and done. It's something that really will sustain throughout that child's life. If you can put in that year, it has a positive impact on their trajectory for success.
Oh man, you guys do awesome work. I'm thinking back. The first time I met you, has that been about a year and a half?
About a year and a half, yes.
Oh, wow.
I'll give you another 6 months.
Time is okay. She's giving me another 6 months. Let's talk about the annual summit, the mentoring summit.
Yes.
What is the summit? How do you kind of bring this thing all together?
So we started this is our 3rd time doing it, and
okay.
we felt that since we're the oldest mm-hmm. and largest youth mentoring organization, we need to do something to give back mm-hmm. to help nonprofits that serve youth, whether they provide a mentoring program or just want to learn more about mentoring. Mm-hmm. What can we do to bring value to those organizations and really be a good citizen in the community to help others and to educate the community about the needs of young people. So the Mentoring Summit was designed to bring different curriculum, mm-hmm. Different speakers, different exposure, opportunities to network, collaborate, to really help strengthen those that provide mentoring services or are interested in mentoring services, as well as helping our funders, whether it's individuals, corporations, foundations, better understand the need that young people have. And you can look at the news every day, and it's not necessarily 16, 17, and 18-year-olds committing crimes. It's now 13, 14, and 15-year-olds that are committing crimes. And so mentoring can serve as a preventative experience for young people because they'll have that extra guidance. And we're talking about under-resourced youth mm-hmm. that need that extra support. And it's not a handout, it's a hand up. And how do we enable them, empower them to find success in life? And that mentor can do that.
How do you navigate that? I mean, you hear the stories, you see it play out on the news, and, mm-hmm. and then you see it face to face. How do you navigate through all of that?
So we really work on trying to reach a child before they enter the juvenile justice system. We're a preventative agency. And there are those that will help young people after they've entered and come out, but we're preventative. And so what we try to do is make sure that we clearly understand what that young person needs to strengthen their sense of self-worth, self-confidence, provide, academic success support, and really help guide them and work with that parent or guardian to ensure that they really have the tools that they need and the resources that they need to ensure their success.
I think as you were saying that, it's basically you're speaking life into a child.
Exactly.
A lot of my friends, including myself, we didn't get a lot of that growing up, and so we kind of had to figure it out. And it's just like you don't want these kids to figure it out.
A lot of them really struggle to figure it out when they have negative influences. So I'm glad you figured it out, which is good. You're fortunate.
I'm still figuring it out. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm still figuring.
But there are a lot of young people that get pulled into, the gangs, selling drugs, doing other things. One young man who was in our program said, told his big brother, he had a big brother who was in our program, he said, I have to bring in money to serve my family, to support my family, I'm going to sell drugs. I appreciate that, the open communication, to share with the big brother that that's what he's going to do. And that big brother said, you can do that, no judgment, which was good. He said, you can end up in prison or worse, end up dead. Or I can help you find a path to success in life so that you can not only help your family, but you can help the community. And that young man ended up becoming an attorney. I mean, we were so excited that he had that level of success, and that big brother was there to guide him along the way. And just that moment where he could have gone down a path that would have led to prison or death versus down a path that led to success. And that's what we try to do every day.
I think I asked you this about a year and a half when I met you. Is that what gets you up in the morning?
I run to work every day. I do. My son's an inspiration. He's a foster adopt young person, and I did it as a single mom. And I only have him, and I'm like, I want to help more young people. We serve about 1,000 youth every day. And for this summit, the gift, since we're a national affiliate, we have to be funded locally, but since we're a national affiliate, we have a lot of resources that local nonprofits that serve youth may not have. So I reach out to my peers and to other resources to bring them to the summit so they can talk about Share Charlotte and their resources. They can talk about Aparo and how to use IT. A lot of nonprofits don't understand technology and how to use technology, and that it can make them more productive with less resources. We're going to be talking about literacy at the summit. We're also going to be talking about not only college-bound path for young people, we're going to be talking about college might not be necessary, because we want to fill that gap, that employment gap in all the trades, health, first responders, healthcare first responders. Those don't all require a college degree. So how do we guide more youth to a viable living wage, looking at those opportunities where there are employment gaps today and down the road? So we're going to be exposing folks to all of that, and also talking about mental health and bringing in experts locally, and some folks from out of town are coming in to help us deliver these messages.
When you put this summer together, I hear from some nonprofits, because they work sort of in a bubble, they're focused, they're laser focused in on their mission, their goal for the year, of the years coming up. It kind of feels like they're in it alone. And I get that, right? When you're focused at the task at hand, you're not thinking about anything else. You're thinking about, man, I gotta help these people. I gotta help my employees, my staff. For this summit, is the goal, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the goal to bring these nonprofits together to let them know, hey, you're not in this alone. You can call me. You can call Johnny up the street. Right.
It's an opportunity to collaborate, and it's an opportunity to connect. And really to bring the community involved as well as funders to see what nonprofits do, and really help us all come together, because everybody's struggling financially. 2024, 2025, it's been a challenge to raise funds. A lot of federal funding has been cut. A lot of youth services organizations have had to close their doors due to lack of funding. So I want to make sure that that doesn't continue. We figure out creative ways to thrive. We have Dr. Drew Reynolds coming in to talk about data management and impact, so that all these nonprofits that are serving young people can figure out how to show impact with their programs. And just trying to do whatever we can to educate, connect, and strengthen. So we're here to support young people, because that need doesn't go away as the funding is being cut. That need is only growing to help young people.
What do you get from this summit? It's third year doing a summit. What do you, when it's all said and done, what do you take away from it?
Personally,
yeah.
I can't reach the 50,000 children that are either living in poverty or being considered at risk. I can't reach all of them. We serve 1,000 children. I feel a personal responsibility to be able to help those other organizations be even more effective in empowering young people. So if I can bring them some value add so that they can continue to help close that gap, then I know more and more young people are getting the support they need.
Wow. Yeah, it's as you mentioned, it's tough out here for nonprofits. I heard the stories, but the kids, they need us.
They do. These are good kids. They just need help. They just need some support and help. When I did this will be my 10th year next month. It'll be 10 years, and I first thought these were going to be troubled, bad children. These are young people that love the attention, that one-on-one attention, that one-on-one experience, doing things that they've never done before. I mean, I've been a big sister 2 times over. My first little sister graduated from high school, and I'm still trying to help her find her way post-high school, and I have a 13-year-old that I support now as a big sister. Do
you see yourself in these young people? Now, and some of them adults and in their careers.
Well, the 18-year-old said, "I wouldn't have made it without you." When I think all I'm doing is just cheering her on, and for her to say that, she goes, "I would not have made it. I would not have graduated if it weren't for you being there without judgment and supporting me." I just never thought it was that big a value. I just cared about her, love her. I mean, she's like my surrogate daughter. So, and the 13-year-old, we've been matched for about 1.5 years, and that relationship is building and growing too. It takes a little bit of time to make them feel secure in the relationship, but knowing that they can depend on someone outside of their family is what they're looking for.
Oh man. All right, let's get back to the nitty-gritty. The annual mentoring summit. I know we've been talking about it. When and where? Give us all the details.
Sure. It's this Thursday. It's 9:30 to 3:30, UNC Uptown at the Du Bois Center. We're going to have between today and tomorrow special promotion. It's just $20, and that includes a hot meal, lovely catered hot meal, salmon, chicken, all those yummy things.
Okay.
But what we're going to do, if you register between today and tomorrow, is for the $20, it registers at one person and bring a guest. So 2 for the 20. Come on in. I want as many people as possible to be exposed to all the different presenters we have. I don't want money to be getting in the way of people having this experience. So please come. I promise you, it'll be a memorable experience.
I meant to ask you before I let you go. I promise I'm gonna let you go. 2026. What does it look like? I almost said 2025. 2026. We're at the beginning. You have the summit, but what can you talk about? What's coming up next?
Well, what I need to do is figure out a way to get more people to volunteer.
Yeah.
So nationally, volunteerism is down, and I'm on a campaign of how do I get more people to realize that this is more of a receive than give. You will get more back than what you're giving, and we just need more volunteers. I have 87 children waiting, and I only have 37 volunteers in the queue. And so I'm trying to expand my partnerships with construction companies, with CMPD, with other organizations that will help their employees be inspired to want to give that 2 to 4 hours a month to help support a child's development.
Why is volunteering down? I'm curious.
I don't know. It's a national problem. I just saw it on the news the other day that it's just, I guess everybody's so busy and wrapped up. I mean, with all the things that are going on, with prices going up, and job insecurities, I think people are focused here. But I'm a strong believer that if you give out, goodness comes back to you. So just want to inspire and encourage people to want to volunteer. If it's not with us, just find something you're passionate about and just give it time, because the need is great and growing.
It's funny you said that. My stepdad, Reggie, said that recently.
Yeah.
So Miss Donna, thank you. Donna Dunlap, CEO, Big Brothers Big Sisters. Make sure you check out not only the Mentoring Summit, but everything they have going on. They do great things, and you still have my word. You still have my word.
Look forward to it.
I still have 6 months left in that, I guess, in that lease, right?
And I'll promise to be your personal mentor as you mentor. How's
okay, that sounds good to me. I didn't get that promise last time, so this is
whatever it takes.
Donna, thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping by. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back here in just 2 minutes here on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus.